Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss standard tense, poem number 2.4, The Pulley. This poem has been written by George Herbert, who was a Welsh poet. He was a priest by profession. He wrote religious poems with a lot of imagery and conceits. The poem exhibits a strange but two-way relationship between God and his worshippers. Though he has bestowed his worshipper with all his blessings, somewhere he holds them up with a pulley drawn. To be grateful to him in all our endeavor. God gives so many precious gifts to the devotee, but at the same time, God also expects something in return. What does he expect? Why does he withhold? The pulley shows how God lifts man towards himself with the pulley of restlessness. What is distinctly metaphorical about the poem is that a religious notion is conveyed through a secular scientific image. Now let us read the first stanza. When God at first made man, having a glass of blessings standing by, let us, said he, pour on him all we can, let the world's riches, which dispersed lie, contract into a span. Now, the poet says when God for the first time made man, he stood by him. He means by man with a glass of blessings. Now, what did God say? He said, let us pour on him all we can. He said, whatever good things, whatever good qualities I can pour, I would. Let the world's riches, which dispersed lie, contract into a span. And he said that the world's riches, means the wealth, is dispersed, is spread, is spreaded all over, okay, is lying everywhere. Let us contract it. Contract means collect together into a small space. Okay. Here, the meaning is, God says that let us bring all the good things of the world, all the good qualities of the world together in one thing, that is man. Now let us see the second stanza. So strength first made a way, then beauty followed, then wisdom, honor, pleasure. When almost all was out, God made a stay, perceiving that alone of all his treasures rest in the bottom lay. Now he poured upon man the very first quality, that was strength. Then next to strength, he poured beauty, wisdom, honor and pleasure respectively. Now, when almost all was over, God made a stay. Stay means God stopped. Perceiving means noticing, realizing that alone of all his treasures rest in the bottom lay. All the qualities from his treasure he had poured on man, and only one thing was remaining at the bottom of his glass, and that was rest. For if I should, said he, bestow this jewel also on my creature, he would adore my gifts instead of me, and rest in nature, not the God of nature. So both should losers be. Now God thought that if I bestow, if I give this jewel, this quality, that is rest, to my creature or to man, what would happen? He would adore my gifts instead of me. Means he would love my gifts, okay, my qualities instead of me, and rest in nature, not the God of nature. So both should losers be. And he would rest in nature means he would believe in nature. Okay, he would be comfortable with nature, but not the one who has created this nature. So both should losers be. And in this way, both of us, means God and his creation, both would be losers. Both of them would get nothing. Yet let him keep the rest, but keep them with repining restlessness. Let him be rich and weary, that at last, if goodness lead him not, yet weariness may toss him to my breast. And he said that let him keep the rest. means let the man take the rest, but keep them with repining restlessness. Repining restlessness means continuous anxiety due to dissatisfaction. So we have rest, we get relaxation, but there is anxiety behind. Let him be rich and weary. Weary means very tired. Let him be rich, but at the same time he should get tired, he should get worried, that at last, if goodness lead him not, if the quality of goodness in him doesn't lead him to me, yet weariness means worried, or anxiety, or problems would throw him to my breast. Means here the meaning is these problems, worries, anxieties, restlessness, weariness, they would force him to remember me. Okay, and this is absolutely right, that when we are in problem, we remember God, otherwise we forget him. Okay, so this is a wonderful poem with a very spiritual meaning. So please go through the poem and solve the exercises below. Thank you very much.